Proper Stance by Cassie Lane. Characters: Bianca, 14, an African-American high school freshman and dancer. Timothy, 16, an African-American high school junior, is Bianca's older brother. Police officer, middle-aged. Setting: an unoccupied park at midday. Honking, people, and other city sounds can be heard in the background. Bianca and Timothy are walking towards the spot under the railroad bridge that goes over the park, where the rest of their small dance troupe is waiting. Opening: Bianca and Timothy's arrival under the bridge. Enter Bianca and Timothy from stage left. Bright lights shine onto the entire stage to convey the outside setting. Birds are chirping, trains can be heard in the distance, and a boombox plays hip-hop music, gradually getting louder at their arrival.
Come on! They started without us. I told you those stupid shoes would make us late.
She runs ahead, tugging Timothy along.
First off, I look sick. Second of all, it would have been lame to be the first person there.
Maybe it'd be lame if I wasn't the one teaching the choreography. You got blood on the back of them, by the way.
You know how hard it is to break these in. Blisters are normal.
That doesn't make them any less stupid.
Timothy grumbles as he catches up with Bianca, who has begun to greet the rest of the crew. They converse amongst themselves before Bianca steps to the front.
Okay. Sorry we're late. Someone can get his hand out of his ass or his foot out of his shoe. Are you guys ready?
Before we start, I'd like to point out that a teacher slandering one of their students is incredibly unprofessional.
The unprofessionalism of it all is vetoed when the student in question is your jackass older brother.
The rest of the group breaks out into quiet laughs as they move into windows, waiting for Bianca's instructions.
Okay, what I'm teaching isn't too complex, but I'll show you the first couple of 8 counts so you know what you're all getting yourselves into.
The group murmurs in agreement as Bianca turns up the radio again, cueing up an upbeat hip-hop song. Bianca starts to dance, calling out the counts as she does so. The group, mainly Timothy, cheers her on as she continues. The combination of the group's noise and loud music drowns out the looming sirens.
All right, that's all you get for now, but if Tim can do it, then surely nobody here should have a problem picking it up.
Lies and slander from my own sister.
Timothy grabs Bianca and pulls her into a playful headlock, messing up her hair while she bangs against his arms to free her, both of them laughing.
Stop. I'm joking.
The two continue to play fight as the group behind them laughs fondly at the siblings. Their joking around has distracted them from the sound of police sirens that have gotten louder and the police car pulling up to the group. The group looks around at each other, confusion on all their expressions. Timothy quickly pulls away from Bianca, standing up straight, his body language defensive and tense.
Turn the music off.
What? No, we're just getting started. I haven't even actually taught anything yet. Maybe it's just passing through or something.
The stage lights dim, highlighting the red and blue flashing lights that are approaching. The lights stop at stage left, and the sound of an engine turning off, door closing, and footsteps can be heard crescendoing in volume with every second.
B, I'm not playing. Turn it off now.
Tim, what's going on?
She hesitantly crouches to turn off the speaker. The steps get louder. Enter the police officer from stage left. His sunglasses are on, and he has his right hand resting on the holster on his hip.
No sudden movements. Keep your hands visible at all times. Let me talk if he asks anything. Don't be a hard ass, okay?
Okay.
The officer arrives in front of them, arms now crossed, and does a once-over of the group. Then he pulls his sunglasses up to rest on his head.
Hey kids, this is a fun little group you all have going on here, huh?
The group shuffles together, nobody saying anything. The lights are now shining on only the officer, Timothy, and Bianca. The officer has a smile on his face as he looks at Bianca and Timothy.
Hey y'all, it looks like you guys are having a good time. The music taste sure has changed.
He laughs and scans the group, hands in front of his belt loops. He is seemingly harmless.
So, which one of you is running this? Who should I call if I want lessons?
There is a bit of hesitant laughter from the group, and Timothy steps forward. His body language is tense, and his hands are in front of him, resting on his thighs, but he still smiles tightly at the officer.
I guess that would be me. I'm Timothy. I can get you all caught up on the latest trends. No worries.
Oh, I don't know about that. The trends you kids are doing these days get crazy. Are y'all sure that the music you're playing is appropriate for this place?
I apologize, sir. Are we bothering anyone? There's usually no one around that can hear us.
See, that's why we chose her, officer, to not disturb anyone.
He chuckles with a hint of condescension, stepping closer to them, putting a gentle hand on Bianca's shoulder.
Now, I'm sure you didn't want to disturb anyone, sweetheart. It's just, it doesn't really fit around here now, does it? This is a very sophisticated part of town, you see. This kind of music and you kids really don't belong here.
The lights become harsher on the trio of the officer, Bianca, and Timothy. Bianca steps closer to Timothy, her eyebrows furrowed.
I'm not sure exactly what you mean, officer. I understand this is a more sophisticated part of town, but is this part of the park owned? Is it not free to use?
Well, I just mean that your kind tends to stick where they belong.
Our kind?
You know what I meant. Don't go twisting my words, boy.
Timothy's calm and collected front begins to slip away, but he takes a deep breath, falling back into the non-threatening stance, a polite smile on his face.
I'm sorry, officer, but we weren't aware that we didn't belong here. We dance here all the time.
Bianca meekly peeks out from next to Timothy, her posture mirroring his, making sure to follow the guidelines he has told her.
Officer, we're just trying to dance. We promise. We don't mean to cause any harm.
Oh, sweetheart, I'm sure you mean no harm. I'm just a little concerned about what kind of group this captain of yours is running, especially in a place like this.
He smiles at her, though it does not reach his eyes.
What? Why? We've been together the whole day, officer. All we're doing is dancing. He's been answering your questions and being just fine this whole time. What's the problem?
Timothy slowly puts a hand out, keeping Bianca behind him.
Officer, if I may, why are you so concerned about me?
The officer sighs and reaches to roughly put a hand on Timothy's shoulder, contrasting the gentle hand on Bianca earlier. The light shifts to focus on the two of them.
Son, you hear about the robbery down on 64th?
Yeah, I think our mom said something about that. Some crazy kid robbed a house last night. News is saying he accidentally shot someone. Why?
Well, son, he matches your description quite well. You gotta know that you don't really fit in very well around here. In a town full of wealthy residents, leaving their houses for hours at a time, their precious artifacts unsupervised. What business do you have around here?
He glances down at Timothy's blood-stained shoes. A wicked expression quickly passes his features when he looks back up at Timothy.
I'm not here to hurt you kids, but these shoes. You're not looking too hot right now, boy. I gotta do my job.
Bianca moves out from where she is practically hidden behind Timothy and interrupts the conversation.
It's from blisters. He wanted to break in his new stupid shoes today. That's all it is.
Timothy shoves Bianca behind him once again.
Be quiet. I'm serious.
Timothy turns back to the officer, shaking his head.
Officer, we come here all the time. I apologize that you think we don't belong here, but I'm not sure it's fair to blame me for this just because of a blister and some music.
The officer sighs, shoving himself off Timothy's shoulder and pacing around the two of them, his eyes never leaving theirs.
Like I said, kid, I'm just doing my job. We have sophisticated people in this town. Graduates, businessmen, a couple of dancers holed up under a bridge. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Listen, I'm not the kid you're looking for, officer, and we're not breaking any rules.
The officer ignores Timothy and turns to address the whole group. Bianca intertwines her fingers with Timothy's, her eyes full of concern.
Kids, I'm not here to waste your time. Go on home, would ya? I just gotta have a chat with your little leader here.
Most of the group begins to shuffle away, leaving the stage, the lights still shining on stage left towards the officer, Timothy, and Bianca.
What? No, he didn't do anything. We didn't do anything. We just want to dance. Tim would never do nothing like that.
B, stop. It's cool. I'll be fine. Go home and tell Ma to get here.
No, I'm not leaving you. You didn't do anything, Tim.
You know I didn't do anything. I know, and Ma knows. That's all that matters, B. Go home. I'll be okay.
Why don't you go ahead and listen to your brother, sweetheart?
The officer comes up behind Tim, another rough hand on his shoulder. It juxtaposes the smile he sends Bianca.
It's just gonna be a civil little talk. Nothing bad, promise.
No! Whatever you want to say, you can say in front of me. He didn't do anything, and I know that.
The siblings stand firmly together, their body language is tense, and the looks on their faces, while stern, are clouded with hints of fear. The lighting gets harsher on the officer. He sighs, bringing fingers rubbing the bridge of his nose, agitated.
Look, sweetheart.
No, I'm staying.
He sighs, pinching the bridge of his nose, annoyance beginning to show.
Kid, listen.
I said no, I'm staying.
All right, listen here, you little bitch.
Hey!
The officer grabs onto Bianca's arm to pull her away from Timothy. Timothy intervenes. The altercation begins to get violent.
Stop it! She's just a kid. It's me you want, remember? Get off her!
There is a push and pull between all parties, with everyone trying to get the upper hand. The officer pulls roughly at Bianca's arm, dragging her away from Timothy.
Your brother might belong behind bars, hon. If you don't stop being a bitch, you'll all be joining him, all right?
Stop it. Get off of me.
Timothy jumps in between them, his protection of his sister clouding his judgment as he pushes the officer away from her.
You want me, right? Fine, I'm giving myself to you. Just don't touch her.
He huffs and smooths out his hair, his features hard as he shakes his head and grabs his handcuffs.
I hope your ma doesn't have too rough of a time. Know the path you took, son. I didn't enjoy that whole ordeal. It didn't have to go like this.
Bianca moves to say something, but Timothy shakes his head and holds his hands out in front of himself. Bianca continues to plead in the background, but does not do anything to put her safety in jeopardy at the request of her brother.
Don't let those tears ruin your pretty face, honey. They're visiting hours.
The officer softly chuckles to himself as he moves to put the cuffs on Timothy, but he is interrupted by the sound of the radio going off in the police car, indicating an incoming message. He pushes Timothy away roughly, sighing.
Stay here and stay quiet, okay, sweetheart?
He caresses Bianca's face. She moves away, looking up at him with hatred in her eyes.
And you,
Points to Timothy.
make the goodbye count. Who knows how long they'll have you in jail?
The officer winks at them and walks away. Bianca wraps her arms around Timothy's middle, her head buried in his chest. Soft, muffled sobs can be heard as Timothy caresses her head. Their appearance shows how rough the officer was with them. Hair and clothes were pulled out of place. Red scratches were beginning to form on their skin.
It's okay. I'll be okay, I promise, B. I'll be fine.
Timothy continues to whisper reassuring words to his little sister. It's clear that he is trying to be strong, but his voice wavers slightly.
He can't take you. You're innocent. You're good. We know that.
She looks up at him with tears in her eyes, and he smiles back down at her sadly.
I know, B. I know. You're gonna go home, okay? You're gonna tell Ma what happened, and y'all are gonna remember that I'm good, and that's all I'll need. We're gonna be all right.
The siblings continue to embrace each other tightly, not saying anything. The officer walks back over, his radio in hand, eyes locked on the siblings. 10:15, the suspect has been caught. He is an unarmed black man. He gave a confession on demand. All units end duty. As the message settles between the three of them, the light moves away from the officer and spotlights only Bianca and Timothy. Bianca lets out a sob of relief and holds onto Timothy even tighter. Timothy closes his eyes and lets out a small, relaxed laugh, holding onto Bianca like a lifeline. Police sirens can be heard fading into the distance. The spotlight stays on the siblings. The end.